Alright, that's two. I want three. I have a third green cheek, but I know someone who does. Hey, Rafa. Yeah, I'm about to make the video. Yeah, but I have two out of the three green cheeks. Yeah, I didn't get a third. Hang on, let me check. Yeah, no, I don't have a third one. What's that? You're gonna send another one. What the? Oh, that was convenient. All right, now I can do it. Thanks. Welcome back to Brewmatures, where we've got not one, not two, but three hazy IPAs from Green Cheek Beer Company. Let's get to it. Let's take a look at what we're drinking today. We've got Just One Thing Galaxy, a double dry hopped hazy IPA. We've got double dry hopped The Other Brian. And we've got Walter, which is a regular hazy IPA, but they added white tea. So taking a look at Just One Thing Galaxy, I like the art. I love their little mascot, Cheeky. And I love the art. There's Earth, the moon, very simple, but it gets across that they only use Galaxy hops inside this beer. Next up, we have The Other Brian. And once again, we have Cheeky. And we have The Other Side, which has a little story. It's good luck when you run into The Other Brian. Not quite like the undeniable magic of a four-leaf clover or a rabbit's foot, but more like, you know, that you're heading in for nothing but the best of times. Oh hey, it's The Other Brian. And last, we have Walter. Now this is awesome because it's a play off of Walter White from Breaking Bad, and if you haven't watched the show, go ahead and do that now. Just kidding, finish the video please. Thanks. I'm really interested to get into this. Very simple can, mostly white. It does have its own little story. Cheeky's very distant cousin Walter rented an RV, drove to the desert, and cooked up something real good. And if you've watched Breaking Bad, you know what that's referring to. Alright, well that's enough talking about the beer. Let's get to drinking it. So now that we've poured our beers, let's take a look at them. I noticed that Walter had a much frothier, almost cream-like head on him than the other two did. Their heads faded fairly rapidly. Walter's is just now coming down after a minute or so of sitting. They all smell fruity and delightful just from right here. So first I want to take a look at Just One Thing Galaxy. So on the nose, I'm getting like a grapefruit that meets tropical notes, almost stone fruit-ish. On the palate, it starts sweet and then goes bitter into that bitter hoppiness that then molds into and melds into grapefruit rind or grapefruit peel. Yeah, a little bitter than other hazy IPAs I've had, a little more bitter than other hazies I've had, but it's good nevertheless. Like this is something that you could sit on a nice afternoon and enjoy while relaxing. Just good. All right, moving on. Let's do double dry hopped The Other Brian. Now I must confess, I don't think I've had the regular The Other Brian, if there is such a thing. This is much sweeter on the nose. A lot more of the stone fruits, like peach really sticks out to me a lot on the nose on this one. Let's see the taste. Okay. This is a different animal. This is a lot more sweet on the palate. The stone fruit comes through. You're getting that peach. There's a slight bitterness to it, but nothing near what the other one had. This one is a lot sweeter, and I think and creamier too. More of what I think people think of when they think of hazy IPAs. Yeah, way smoother, way creamier. Very good, very good. And last, let's see what Walter has to offer. Okay, so on the nose, the tea really comes through. It's got that like almost thin smell, if that makes sense, that you get from a tea where it's like water. It doesn't have a fullness or like a fruitiness to it like these two did. All right, let's see what it adds to the flavor. Whoa. Okay. Walter did cook up some good stuff in the desert. Let's just start there. Oh yeah. The tea adds like it's almost like an orange or nectarine, stone fruit nectarine flavor to it. That fades and you're actually left with like a bready, yeasty note that I'm used to getting more from like a lager or a pilsner. And it's that flavor you think of when you think beer, you know. But I have to say I really, really like this. The other two are good. You know, if I had to give them an order, this would probably be the order from least favorite to most, but none of these are bad by any stretch of the imagination. You could go down to Green Cheek, buy any of these, and you'll be happy. It'll be a great afternoon. This, as far as being different, I really enjoy it. All right, overall thoughts. You know, during this pandemic, I've had some really tasty beers, and I've tried some of Green Cheek's other offerings. I will say that these three are up there as far as things that they've had to offer. Hazy's are definitely their strong point, and I will today say that Walter is a new favorite of mine. The other Brian is also a new favorite of mine, and I don't enjoy the bitter drinks as much as some people do, but if bitter is more your thing, then this is definitely something that you could enjoy as well. I'm not saying I'm not going to enjoy it, but if someone made me choose, I'm choosing this in a heartbeat. That being said, overall, Green Cheek is just a strong brewery, and I think a change is in order. There we go. My boy Cheeky with me now. I'm definitely a fan of this brewery, and I will be back for more beers. And we have more beers for them in the fridge, just waiting to be reviewed. So, don't forget, we're the Brewmatures, trying every beer from around the world. One sip at a time. Hey, thanks for joining us on today's beer review. If you want to follow us, go ahead and check us out on Instagram and Untapped. You can find us there as Brewmatures. Thanks.